Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark, and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms, and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids, and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God. That woogie-woo, something. Know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woogie-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running. Swear to God, nigga.
Y'all, what's the deal, y'all? Man, I'm outside trying to get some things done, but y'all know I'm here to give y'all that good content, that good news you can use, that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. I'm outside on the street, so y'all know, man, it's gonna be a little bit loud, but I do apologize. Like, comment, subscribe, For more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in with a tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in when you are tapping in with this good content. You feel me? Notification bell here, all stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest here at TNN Trap News Network. Bow. You feel me? Good content. We finna jump into this good notification bell here. All stay tapped in. Make sure you tap in with that. If you ain't tapped in with that, and I need y'all to make sure y'all always subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Tap in with that. If you ain't tapped in with that. We finna slide over to my man Point and Shoot, and apparently he feels like everybody at No Jumper hates Flakko. Let's jump into it and see what he got going on, man. Shout out to Point and Shoot. Give him a like, give him a comment, give him a subscribe in his page if you haven't done that. And we finna jump into this content. Let's get into it. Let's go.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk to you guys about this super funny situation where Poetic Minyango Jala, or simply Tokpa,
Frederick Jala is my real
is
name.
having major issues with Adam 16 because the 16 refuses to obey him. Now, I'll explain what I mean by that. So Poetic Jala believes that he has a lot of clout.
I'm sure Bree has more clout than me and probably everyone in this room, but I don't know because I'm not tapped in.
He's got this illness in his mind where he believes that he's not this widely hated mid-level YouTuber who's a massive lolcow. Jala believes that, and I'm not kidding about this, he believes that he is the next Charlemagne the God. What? I'm not kidding. He thinks he's a celebrity, okay? This is not, I'm not even exaggerating on this.
Charlemagne the God.
And so what's been going on is Jala has been attempting to dictate to his co-hosts who he believes are beneath him. He's trying to dictate to them who they can and cannot mention on No Jumper.
Who? Don't. I'm not giving that bitch ass like clout chaser no.
Also, Rich Trapper.
But y'all love to give niggas clout for some reason. But what is wrong with y'all? Like, I'm gonna tell the story and mention the people that matters.
So he mattered then?
No. No. There goes the more clout.
I didn't even say his real name.
I'm saying, bro, why even give the clout chasers who have nothing going on? I'm telling him, do not even beyond. So a man whose entire identity is seeking the most clout he can get. I've worked so hard, and like most of us here have worked so hard, bro, to really like build our names, bro. If y'all want to do, y'all do it, bro. Just don't do it when I'm here, bro. Because I don't even here, represent, right, bro? Life, okay.
Wow. So let's look at that again. So whenever Jolly gets upset, his shit just starts skipping, doesn't it? Look at this.
Here, represent, right, bro? Look, do you think that Charlamagne the God, after working as hard as like he worked, will respond back to us and on this platform?
Yeah, I'm about to say no.
So Jala is clearly out of his mind. His pathology in his mind is such that his egomania is so out of control that he thinks that he has the authority to tell people what to do.
No, no. I'm giving you all the. I was gonna give you all the.
Please don't drink liquor right now.
This isn't liquor.
This
is coffee.
Okay, sure.
It's coffee. It's coffee.
Oh, so did you see that? So he's like, oh, it's coffee? Oh, okay, well then I'll allow it. What? And Lush is like, it's coffee, fool. Shut the fuck up, fool. And I'll drink what the fuck I want, full on Westlows. What? So Jala clearly has a false sense of authority at No Jumper, and I think the 16 notices this. And so what the 16 of Nashua is doing is he's deliberately hiring and associating with all the people that Jala doesn't even want mentioned on the show. This is crazy. So Jala and the 16 might have conflict. This is so important. I want to show you this clip of the 16 saying that he's going to hire ODM Slim, hopefully.
ODM Slim. Shout out to ODM Slim becoming a member. Flakko is laying down the law, acting like he's just never going to talk to us again if we do an ODM Slim interview. Personally, I'm down to have him on the channel, of course.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Now, it is important to note that ODM Slim went on a campaign with change.org to get Poetic Menyengo Jala deported back to Africa.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
As a United States citizen, I have a right to be protected in my own country.
What are you talking about? So you trying to get him... You trying to get him deported?
Listen. Can I speak?
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. That's a little place.
Shout out to ODM Slim becoming a member.
He said that thing. He just got beef with some of your employees or something like that, or whoever he got beef with. I don't even ask him who he got beef.
I think it's just Flakko.
The thing is,
So this is really important here. So the 16 is...
Now, I did notice that little back and forth with with Lush and Flakko about the coffee. I didn't peep that. He basically treated Lush like an alcoholic who couldn't control himself, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, basically insinuated that Lush was knocking down cans of beer or buzzballs or whatever the fact, when in reality, Lush was just drinking a coffee, which in a rare sense of normalcy is just regular things to do. We don't expect Lush to be too normal most of the time, but that happened. But, clearly Flakko decided that was a perfect opportunity to poke fun at Lush at his expense, hit him with a flu flam. But let's kind of get back into this, because I never really paid attention to the fact that it does seem like Flakko hates his counterparts over at No Jumper. That does seem like it's actually a thing. So let's kind of get back into this.
Shout out to ODM Slim becoming a member.
He said that thing. He just got beef with some of your employees or something like that, or whoever he got beef with. I don't even ask him who he got beef.
I think it's just Flakko.
The thing is,
So this is really important here. So the 16 is going out of his way to get all of Jala's enemies on No Jumper to speak on Jala. And this guy right here, Young Ant Hefe, was one of the people that Jala tried to block, but it didn't work because the 16 finds people that Jala doesn't like, and then he brings them onto the show to talk about Jala. This is Young Ant Hefe, and Jala hates him. Jala wants him jobless, broke. He wishes he was dead. What? Jala fucking hates Young Ant Hefe, and guess what? The 16 hired him to be a No Jumper host. And what's interesting about Young Ant Hefe is that he doesn't go after Jala. He doesn't have a problem with Jala like ODM Slim does, or Rich Trapper does, or the countless other people. He doesn't have a problem with Jala. Jala just hates him because he doesn't think that he deserves clout. What? I'm not kidding.
I think like Young Ant or whatever his name is, I don't know him. Somebody sent me a clip where I seen the Big 22 start saying he's about to interview Young Ant. Why?
Young who?
Young
Ant Hefe.
So people are like, why wouldn't you want people to interview Young Ant Hefe? And then Jala tells a lie and says that Young Ant Hefe has been having a campaign against No Jumper for the last 6 months, which is not true.
If we have the president of nobody enemies being, you feel me? And like that's a nigga who went cloud chasing and on like my name and like No Jumper name for a while, right?
See, I didn't even know that you had issues with that.
So Jala continues to try to dictate, even in front of the 16's face, who No Jumper should and should not be interviewing based on his personal little vendettas and stuff like that. And so Jala is actually extremely pathetic. And so the 16's just getting fed up with Jala. He doesn't want to fire Jala because he thinks Jala will go on like a big campaign against him and make 100 videos about him and expose all of the secrets. And so he's trying to get Jala to quit by inviting all of Jala's ops onto this. Isn't that interesting? How all of Jala's enemies are being offered spots on No Jumper. We've got this King Pill that Jala hates that just got, you know, take a look at this.
He tried cloud chasing with me, but I just completely like block him off immediately. And then I look up a week later, he's on No Jumper. And he DM'd me saying, "I'm gonna kill you when I see you." Bro, like be for real, bro.
Now I do want to talk about King Pill for a moment here. So King Pill is supposed to have a sanctioned boxing match with 4Extra for money, like one of those prize fights. And
it seems like at this point, No Jumper is just a place full of people who all have to deal with each other and tolerate each other because nobody's sure of what dirt the other one has on them. Nobody's actually friends. There's no actual genuine love there. Just a bunch of people who are too afraid for the other ones to cut their throat or cut them at the ankles or whatever the case may be, or blah, blah, blah. That right there, that whole environment, that whole way of going about everything is just, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't really, you know, add up to what it's supposed to add up to. It doesn't make what it's supposed to make and all that kind of stuff. So when it all boils down, it's just, like I said, No Jumper is a failing platform. Little by little, one by one, step by step, it's just brick by brick being taken apart.
This and to give King Pill any clout.
Yo, we in the middle of New York City, Adam 22. I got a big announcement. I just signed my boy King Pill to a celebrity boxing deal. We got a big fight coming up, 4Extras. I don't know if you really still locked up or not. Maybe that's just a play. Maybe you're just ducking my man King Pill. But either way, we're gonna make this fight happen. Everybody out there, we need y'all to tune in. Celebrity boxing, King Pill, 4Extra. That's the fight to make. Let's go.
Yeah, all that little popping and all you niggas been popping it. We're gonna see who really get active though. Yeah, let's turn up.
And so as the story goes, the 16 announces this boxing match between King Pill and 4Extra. 4Extra ended up turning down the fade. What? And so King Pill got upset about this and decided to go to 4Extra's neighborhood and start making videos and posting trolling videos, okay?
We outside with this shit, nigga. Where we at? On Fig and what? What is this? Fig and what? Vernon? Fig and Vernon out here live and direct, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
So I guess that guy draped in that red bandana was King Pill, and this was all just a big marketing scheme. It was very idiotic, and no one thought it was cool. But this is where Jala starts blaming Lush One, the cocaine bot, for this whole thing. And he's blaming Lush because he doesn't want to blame the 16. He doesn't want to openly call out the 16, so he's doing it vicariously through Lush. What? He's blaming the 16 through Lush. He's taking out all of his anger toward the 16th cuck onto this cocaine bot.
Flakko doesn't want to call out directly Adam, doesn't want to call Adam out directly, and clearly has a problem with the way Adam runs his business in certain aspects. I had no idea this fight was set up. I had no idea this was a thing. But instead of Flakko calling out Adam, he calls out No Jumper and the No Jumper show for incensing the argument, fanning the flames, and agreeing with it.
Joe said, man, he turning down the fade, yo. I think he's scared to fight the homie, bro. They the same size and weight. Oh no, he's scared. Y'all was pushing that line heavy the last show, Lush.
When really what he wants to say is, Adam, why are you doing this? This is fucked up. Adam, why are you platforming this cloud chaser? Adam, why are you setting up this fight? And Adam, it's janky that you're putting 4Extra in this situation when he never wanted this fight. And now, Adam, due to you trying to set up this fight, you got this quote-unquote uncontrollable clout chaser, King Pill, that's per Flakko's words, now sliding and causing actual gang beefs potentially in Los Angeles County. Instead of saying that, he wants to blame No Jumper. He wants to blame me. But since what you want to say is, Adam, I don't like that you did this. Adam, I don't like that you're platforming this.
Now, it's kind of crazy to think about, but Lush is 100% spot on. What? Jala hates the 16, and he is taking it out on Lush. I want to show you this next clip where Jala starts getting real mad. And he starts putting his finger in Lush's face and like sternly lecturing Lush on what he's doing. But he would never do this to the 16 because he knows that so Jala needs No Jumper, unfortunately. And this became evident when Jala moved to Texas for that few months there. He wanted to move, but when he moved to Texas and he was no longer on No Jumper, he became instantly irrelevant overnight. So he moved back to No Jumper because he was suffering. He was his YouTube channel was dying, and it was dying fast. And he did not anticipate that. He thought that he didn't need No Jumper anymore. He thought that he got the starter pack that he needed, and now he has enough clout to move on without No Jumper. But that was false. He needs No Jumper. When he moved to Texas, remember what? So a lot of people don't know about this because it's been buried, but this is true. Poetic Minyengo Jala.
Shoot, we remember, man. We remember. A lot of people might have forgot. A lot of people might have let that go under the way, fall by the wayside, but we remember. Flakko said he had to go help his sister with the kid and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, he didn't need No Jumper. He was kind of making those kind of little suggestions and those comments and wooty bam this and wooty bam that. And Flakko thought he could go out there in that big old bad world, spread his fat wings and fly. And boy, did that fall miserably. Miserably, 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 miserably. He thought that he could spread those fat wings and fly. Crash and burn, big dog. Crash and burn, crash and burn, crash and burn. Flakko is nothing without No Jumper. Flakko will fail miserably without No Jumper. Flakko's not like us who can stand by themselves, bro. Not too many people can fall. What's up, fat man? Fat man. Not too many people can stand by themselves in this No Jumper podcast space. Not too many people can stand by themselves in this Back on Fig Community World podcast space. Not too many people can stand by themselves in this Trap News Network podcast space. It's hard to sit up here by yourself. Well, I got an assistant today, though. But it's hard to sit up here by yourself and make a 1-2 step like Sierra, big dog. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. And a lot of dudes can't do it. A lot of dudes sound good. They say they can do this, they say they can do that. But to actually get up there and be able to stand on business, Y'all don't want to see Flakko without No Jumper. If y'all did, y'all would be seeing Flakko without No Jumper. He can't make it without him.
To become the new father of his sister's son, his nephew. What? He told everyone, I'm a father figure now. I it's my responsibility to raise this young man. And he was really just trying to get everyone to think that he's this great guy, when in fact that was all a lie, and he abandoned that lie very quickly. But I wanted to show you this lie. This is Jala claiming that he is stepping up to be a father.
Where do we start? Let's go back to October when I left LA. Now, a lot of speculations have been thrown out there as to why I left LA. Some YouTubers said I left LA because I went broke. Some YouTubers say that I left LA because of them, because they were full court pressing me in the streets and I left to get away from them. The truth of the matter is I left because a family member of mine got incarcerated and my nephew was left unguided, and he needed somebody to step in to help raise him, guide him, as his mom is in prison. So I stepped in. Now, while moving, I thought it would be a chore.
So I do want to be clear here. Jala said that he moved. He did not say that he was staying at his sister's house to watch her kid or anything. He said he moved and that he was the new father figure in his nephew's life. What? I swear, people in the Reddit can confirm this. People in the comments can confirm this that saw this. Jala told everyone that he was a father now. So what ended up happening is his YouTube channel just fell completely the fuck off. And so he decided to ditch that little story and move back to LA, and then started the news, which is basically Jala takes topics from his own YouTube channel and talks about them on the news so that his videos get recommended to everyone who just watched the No Jumper news. It's very simple, and this is how he regained his numbers on YouTube. And you can see what his numbers look like in October 2024 through, the time that he came back in early 2025, and then the skyrocketing of his numbers with the Big U indictment. What? And all the people getting murdered and stuff like that. Jala really had a field day. But as you can see, the numbers are coming back down. He's not very talented. He's not this great. People think that Jala is this like entertainment savant. His videos actually suck, if I'm going to be real. So he needs No Jumper to algorithmize his videos. He needs to be talked about on No Jumper so that his videos get recommended to a larger audience. His YouTube videos, that is. So he needs No Jumper, so he can't be going and getting fired like Dodson. What? He's got to stay, and this is what I think's going on. He's like, he wants to stay at No Jumper for the sake of his career, but he can't stand all these gang members. And the 16 has this sick infatuation with gang members, so this is just not very good for Jala. And so in this next clip, we're going to see Jala just squirming around in that chair trying to blame this whole thing on Lush. Watch this.
When the first body drop, are you going to feel like, damn, I'm the reason why somebody died?
There's no circumstance where I am the reason why anybody drops.
Oh, okay. Let's walk through it again, okay? Let's walk through it again, okay? Two hoods.
What is?
Let's walk through it again.
Okay, but you go ahead.
Two hoods.
So I just got to talk about this for a second. So Jala, so this is a person who has a problem giving other people clout. Look at this outfit. What? This is virtually insane. I've never seen anything that. What in the hell is this? How is this even possible? Look at these godforsaken clothes. He's got an Amiri hoodie on. In June, we've got pinstripe cargo slacks. What? That's insane. These are prescription only. These pants, these are prescribed by a doctor, a bariatric doctor, a doctor who deals with a lot of fat people. And he's got look at these. These are the Minyango Airs. What? Really, really disrespectful to have this. And he's got his butt crack out. You know, his butt crack runs all the way up to his shoulder blades. So you know that his butt crack is fully exposed to this couch. These blankets that you're seeing, this blanket that he's sitting on, that's not by mistake. They put those on there because of Jala's crack. And you can see Lush scooted he's like, I'm not trying to sit on fucking Jala's disgusting tarps. What? These are Jala tarps. So he's like, nah, fool, I ain't sitting on that shit. I know what goes on that motherfucker on West Los, homie. And so Jala's fully extended. He looks like he's doing the crane. I mean, how disrespectful is this? And he had to shift his weight around and sort of wiggle around to get into this position so that he could extend his arms. Like, you know, if he would have extended his arms like this in the position he was at, he would have fallen over. It's a weight distribution issue, okay? So Jala is completely out of pocket just being himself. Does this make sense? It's virtually insane. I mean, are you out of your mind? You're going to come on No Jumper looking like a gluttonous hobo that just got done digging through the lost and found? What? I mean, you look absolutely disgustingly terrible. His toes are just hanging out. They're just looking gross as fuck. The shortened crusties, they're just throbbing with fungi, and they're just disgusting as fuck. And people don't want to see or smell this, but Jala can't get those socks on. He can't get he's got shoes. What? He's got a pair of shoes in his car, but he doesn't want to put them on because of the effort that it would take. The energy expenditure to get socks and shoes on exceeds what Jala is willing to expend. So I don't want to get too long-winded here, but man, this is really... Fuck, man, that's just really out of pocket. Okay, so I just want to continue with this clip. Jala's going to continue grilling Lush,
who had no beef whatsoever with each other at all, no interaction at all. One person who had no business being entertained because that person had no clout, had no type of relevancy. He has no clout. He's a nobody. Y'all contrived this storyline up. Now the storyline that y'all contrived up is now getting to a point where somebody goes to a hood with a gun.
When he says
at
y'all,
what point do you say? No, come on.
When he says y'all, he's talking about Adam.
No, nigga.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to admit
it. The No Jumper podcast. You was there that day talking about 4 Extra was scared. Let's cut it out.
I said 4 Extra scared. I said 4 Extra scared.
You said
exactly. No, I did not say that.
So it's really easy for Jala to tear into Lush because he hates Lush, always has. He wants Lush fired. Lush is targeted by Jala for firement. And Lush is next. It was Dodson, and now it's Lush, the two people that exposed him for lying about his past. So he has a grudge against Lush, so he's really tearing into Lush, even though he wants to tear into the 16, but he can't because he needs No Jumper. And he can't turn on the 16 and get fired because then his YouTube numbers will go down like 60%, as we've seen in the past. So I think this is really funny. I'm interested in how this is all going to play out. I'm wondering if the 16 is going to say, Jala, get the fuck out, you stank motherfucker. If the 16 fires Jala like on the show and tells him to get the fuck out and, makes fun of him for like 2 weeks straight afterwards, I may never cover No Jumper again. What? I may be like, you know what? I'm going to go and I'll talk about, I'll start a cooking show. That's not a promise, by the way. I'm probably just joking about that. But seriously, that would be really funny if Jala just was just like, we're sick of your clout chasing fucking ass. Get the fuck out. That would be really funny. So, one can hope. One can only hope for that. For entertainment purposes only, I'm sure Jala will do just fine. without No Jumper. That's what everyone says anyways. But his YouTube channel will die and he will become completely irrelevant. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you on the next one.
Metrics clearly show without a shadow of a doubt Flakko needs No Jumper for his sure existence in this internet space that we're in. Nobody wants to see anything about Flakko by himself. Everybody wants to see Flakko, if wanting to see him at all, tied to the No Jumper space. That's it, man. And again, it's all a part of the flu flam, like he says. He puts things into the, he talks about things, he goes on No Jumper, he talks about it, and it helps the metrics and all that kind of stuff. And hey, whatever you got to do to get through, I'm not mad at how you win. I respect the winner and the loser. However you win is however you win. But excuse me, it is a question of wondering how long until Adam 22 throws Flakko by the wayside like he does everything else and does everybody else and says, you know what, I ain't really tripping on all this, I don't really care about all this, be about your business and all this and all that. And then that's, you know, the 1-2 step like Sierra. With that all being said, though, we finna get up out of to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. It's free Avenue Angel 2, it's free. We go.